You believe that? What's up, guys? How you doing? My name is Rich Guzman.
Hi, guys. I'm Coach Ace.
And we're Ace and Rich, and welcome to the live. We actually had a little bit of a snafu with the actual tech. But we are here right now and excited to be here on this Friday for the hot seat call that we do every single week live. And you guys are here. You know, it's Friday. It's time to get busy.
Yes.
But
yes.
Today, you know, we left a cliffhanger for you yesterday from a post on, like, you know, what was the reason that I got started, you know, being an entrepreneur? Like, what's the reason?
Yes.
So I want to save it for the live today, and we're going to get to that in just a minute, but we want to find out who's on the live with us right now.
Yeah, and who actually saw me earlier. Like, you can't hear me because I have my mouth covered, but I actually was wearing some merch. We have some merch that actually we have going on for sale.
Put it on. Looks so good on you.
I'm going to put it back on. So
Look at that.
there you go right here.
Yeah.
These are our actual masks. These are our bamboo masks.
And put the glasses back on,
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah, these are not for sale.
You got to have. So,
I was accentuating.
I know, so I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
What is it? What's going on here?
I don't know. I look thugged out.
What? Like,
I look thugged out.
like she had this idea. She started putting the stuff on. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm
I
like,
know.
oh my God.
Yeah, man. You know,
So wait, you're protecting yourself from what?
for coronavirus, man. I don't want that stuff. But here's the thing, though, guys. Listen. The thing is, when you, I do want to add this. Like, y'all can't hear me, but when you wear these masks, could y'all please make sure that you cover your nose,
Your nose.
and your mouth? I've been seeing people literally out in public doing this.
Oh, the nose all hanging out.
And the nose is hanging out. I'm like, you do know this thing attacks through the nostrils, right? You
That
know.
defeats the purpose.
It defeats the damn purpose.
Yeah.
Y'all need to be. This is why these are great, because these actually cover the nose. So when they actually have like a hump over it to fit over your nose.
Yeah.
So when you put it on, and it's comfortable. Let me tell you something. It's comfortable. I like this wearing better than my N95.
I can't believe that.
I like this better than my N95, and it's bamboo. So it's bamboo material, so it's good. But you put this on, and you're spreading the message about it's time to heal.
And literally,
You know?
guys, it's time to heal. Okay? It's really time to heal. So much chaos going on in the
Yeah,
world.
if y'all want one of these, let me know, okay? Because we do have them.
So let's see what we got on the live over here. Let's check it out. We got Marcel. Hey, Marcel. Warner, Hugino, Tracy Lee. We got June Simmons, Priscilla Sway. Let's see. That's a Tracy Lee already. And we got, who else we got on here?
Mark Brown.
Mark Brown. What's
Hey.
happening?
First responder Mark Brown. Thank
Malcolm
you so much.
McDonald. Nice to see you on the live, by everybody.
Dave Toomey.
Let's see.
All
David
right.
Toomey.
So you guys
And-
can hear us. This is clear. This is good. And y'all on YouTube, I know y'all just laughing your butts off right now.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
laughing.
Jamie, how you doing? Welcome. She said, hey, I'm here.
Hey, JD.
Awesome. Ida, nice to
Ida.
see you.
Yes.
Cool. So let's get the party started.
Yeah, let's talk about what's going on here. So obviously, we just recently had a live event that we are super excited that we just finished. It was the Heal Fest 2020 for summer 2020, and it kicked off absolutely great for the 3-day weekend.
Yeah, I thought that was amazing.
It was great.
It was a really good, great event.
Yes.
A lot of people were there. The value that was given was
Yes.
just like, and I've been online since 2008.
Yes.
There's a lot of value. I was even shocked at the value that we were getting from that event.
I'm talking about people like legends and people who actually have have their name actually staked in the industry. People representing the industry for network marketing and affiliate marketing alike. And we have some name drops to actually talk about. We had Todd Falcone that was there. He totally crushed it.
Todd,
we love you, Todd. Todd Falcone, my coach and mentor, Todd Falcone was there. Also, we had Fraser Brooks. Dude,
damn.
his energy is just intoxicating.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Fraser Brooks was there. There was Dean Smith. He was there as well. They had some people from like international, like Bali, and it was just awesome, right?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Some guy
amazing
named
time.
Andre, he was there. It was like a lot of great people there. There was over 20 speakers, us being one of them. And we had our team actually there. So shout out to our team. What's up? Ace and Rich Hill team. Good guys.
Dream team, baby.
Dream team, baby. That's what it's
That's
at.
right.
You guys were great. And they were all there as well, having a good time,
Yes,
taking
they
lots
were.
of notes and
Yes,
stuff.
they were.
And you know what's great about virtual live events is that when these things happen, like, we could, easily jump on a plane. Well, not right now because, obviously the coronavirus, but we can get on a plane and we
There's some great deals going on, though, just to let you know. It is enticing.
It is tempting, isn't it? but you have to go to a hotel and things like that, and pay for room and board and things like that and food, and then you wait for the event and get up early in the morning and then be the first one at the door before the doors open, and then you go to a live event and you have a good time. But a virtual live event is a little different because you do it in the comfort of your own home, and you can actually watch it live on like Zoom or GoToWebinar, and you pay like a couple $100 for a ticket, and then you're right there in the comfort of your own home, and you're able to absorb information without any distractions, right? And at the same time, you get to engage with the other people in the community. So I really like the virtual live event idea.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, during the circumstances was going on, I think it was a great idea. It was an amazing event.
It was 3 days. There was music and a DJ.
Yeah, it was like some kind of like if it was like a Woodstock, you know what I mean? It was pretty cool.
Yes.
I like
so
that.
if you guys actually weren't able to get the tickets through us when we were actually marketing and selling them last week, that's okay, because they actually recorded the whole entire thing, and they have a special package that you guys could get access to all the replays for all of us. Even when you see us on there, if you want to get access to that, just let me know. I'll show you how to get it.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, I want to talk about we left a post on our Facebook.
Yes.
And I want to talk about this because I don't know if you guys saw this post. Let me see if I can pull it up and show you guys.
That was a great post yesterday we posted.
Yeah, this is really amazing, and I just it brings me back to the time where I first started, you know what I mean, and being an entrepreneur. And I left a cliffhanger at the end. I wanted you guys to know, and I want you guys to find out why I made that decision. Okay, because I have many reasons why I made that decision, and I want to go over that with you guys tonight. And if you're another place, good morning and good afternoon, right? So it's not an easy decision when you leave everything that you are used to to become an entrepreneur.
Exactly.
Because you have to change all belief systems. You have to change the way you think. You have to change the way you were brought up. You have to change a lot of different things to really get to be that entrepreneur that you truly desire to be. And I made a lot of sacrifices. I mean, I worked 3 jobs, and I bought a motorcycle, outright. And it's something that I really worked hard towards. I sold it to go to my first live event. I made a real big commitment, to be an entrepreneur. And still to this day, I make, those commitments. And I'm going to tell you that, you have to really decide if you truly want to be an entrepreneur. You have to really, truly decide. It's not, I don't look at online marketing or an online business like, just an online business. I don't look at it that way. A lot of people look at it that way, but I look at it as, once you made that decision to be an affiliate marketer, online marketer, we want to call it, you're an entrepreneur. You are an entrepreneur. Bar none, you are an entrepreneur. You cannot escape that you are an entrepreneur. It's not about being an online marketer, affiliate marketer. I want you to change your mindset and think about you as the entrepreneur. Because once you think this way, you start creating different habits in your life.
Right.
Okay. I didn't like the road that I was going down before, and I'm going to talk about that.
And this is before we met.
Yeah.
This is before we met. When you had the earrings and you had the different metalhead look.
Oh God.
And now he let his hair grow out.
Yeah,
so look, guys, he didn't cut his hair. Look, he got a ponytail now. He's wearing one of those ponytails.
Yeah. So my point to all this is I want you to really get to know me. I want you to really understand.
Will the real Rich Guzman please stand up?
So you know where I come from, and my core values and my belief and what I believe in and what my mission is and things like that, which is very important. I'm going to share the screen so you guys, if you have not seen this post, it's right here. As you can see right there. Okay. I
got to put my glasses on.
Yeah, because it's something I really want you guys to really get, because, when I made that decision, it was a commitment. It was not something to be taken lightly, when I did that. Okay.
Sexy.
Let me just maximize this a little bit.
All right.
Okay, cool. So understand that, this was me. Okay. And that's still part of me. Okay. I still am that person, that entrepreneur, musician, because I have guitars. I play guitar. I go to shows. I don't play in a band anymore like I used to, So it started in 2007. All right. 2007, I was playing out. We were, playing different shows, and we were touring. It was awesome. I mean, life was good. Crowds were great. Love playing on stage. Very exciting. It's very thrilling at the same time. And I was taking it very seriously. I wanted to, get on a label and start going international, not just regional. Okay. So what happened was in 2007, I've always been a computer person. So I started looking at YouTube when, there were kids that used to own YouTube, not Google. I think Google ruined it.
Yeah.
YouTube was owned by two kids that, it was just whenever you provided content, everybody was allowed to see it.
Right.
There was no favoritism. It was great, right? So I would watch these videos, and there was one video that really got to me, and it was from this woman. Her name was Maria, and she was talking about changing your life, changing, what you have gone through in your whole life. You can change it at the spark of a decision. And I was like looking at this video, and I was like, wow, like, this seems interesting to me, because that's the reason why I got in the band in the first place, was to be an entrepreneur and to call my own shots and not have to work a 9 to 5 and travel and see the world, right? That's the reason why I got in the band, right? Plus, I love the music. I love playing on stage and giving that energy off to people in the crowd, and they give it back to me, and then I give it back to them. It's an amazing feeling, if you've ever done that, okay? And I can tell you, I kept watching this person for about a year. In 2007, all the way to 2008. Okay. So 2008 comes along, and we're about to record our second album, right? We go in the studio. This time it's a little bit more serious than it was the first album. So this, there was a lot riding on this second album to see where our band was going. And we started, playing with a Metrodome. We started getting really, really, really tight. We started taking it really seriously. We started literally, thinking about a producer and really just thinking about the important things to really take it to the next level. So we got the studio, and the studio is where my favorite bands actually record from, which is my hometown, Westfield, Mass, right? So it's like, how amazing it is to go in the same studio that, you see bands that you look up to. It's an amazing feeling that when you're in there, you have a producer and they're recording you. It's an amazing experience. So as we're recording, everything's going great for a while. I'm still watching videos throughout the whole year and everything. And this is like, summer of, 2008. And then all of a sudden, I get asked, hey, did you know that Abraham Hicks is coming to, Stamford, Connecticut? And I'm like,
the woman from The Secret.
The woman from The Secret.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, no, I didn't know that. So, hey, do you want to go see her? And I'm like, yeah, I've always wanted to see her. That'd be awesome, because she's the one that stuck out to me in the movie The Secret more than anybody else. So I decided to buy the tickets, go to Stamford, Connecticut, and I don't know if you know, but she has a thing called a hot seat. Wink, wink, right? And so, you get called up in front of the whole crowd, and there was a lot of people there. And she said, when you're going to get called up. So I raised my hand. I get called up, and when I get called up, I'm sitting in the chair, and I'm looking like this, and I'm looking directly at her, right, when she's on the stage, and she's just asking me questions and talking to me, and she's asking me, why you're here, what can I do to help you? And it was amazing, because I opened up about how I was feeling about, my journey as a musician, going through that journey of recording music and being in a band for so many years, and how I like other things as well, but I'm confused because I want to really focus. And she basically told me that I don't have to put up with any negativity, and she went spiritual on me. I mean, really, really deep. It was really cool. And so from there, I soaked it in, right? It was a great day. I went home, had to, continue recording. So the following day, I had to go back to the studio, finish my tracks and everything. And I finished my tracks, but I noticed that I don't know if she gave me something, but something became more potent, like my vision of how I see things or what I'm feeling around me just became more potent. And I felt negativity in the air to the point it made me sick and nauseous. And I didn't like that feeling, how I was feeling. Yeah. And I remember we had to go to Boston to master the CD. That's the final production before you put it out in production to sell. So I was supposed to go to Boston. I never went to Boston. So I missed out on that experience. So what happened was we all were going to carpool together. And I remember asking one of the members of the band, look, how much gas do you need? I know we're all chipping in and everything else like that. And the energy that I got back from him was very negative. And he said, "Oh, well, you're not going to be, carpooling with me or all this stuff." And it was just really weird. And I felt like, you know what? Why am I here? Why am I here? So when I made that decision, I said, I walked out of the studio that specific night. I walked out, and then that night, I went right back on my computer. I opened up that same video that I've been watching, and I made a decision, and I immediately signed up. I had 7 days to upgrade to a certain level to make some pretty decent commissions. So I took my stage gear and I sold my stage gear. And if you guys don't know me, I'm a very professional guitar player. I have really good quality, high quality stage gear. So I sold my stuff and I took that money and whatever, I didn't sell all of it, but I sold some of it. And the amount that I sold was exactly $1,500 and something dollars, which exactly was around the price that I needed to sign up for that company. And I didn't second guess it. I didn't overthink it. I just took action and I made that decision. And when I did that, I was scared. I was nervous because, guys, you're talking a guy who's coming from not knowing completely nothing about marketing, nothing, only being in a band, like having, like the singer take care of the website, which now that I look back was horrible, right? He don't know marketing, right? He thought he knew marketing. He doesn't know marketing, right? I know marketing now. As a matter of fact, if I was in a band, I'd probably crush it right now with marketing. So when I look at that, I go, it's time to do something different. It's time to make a decision. It's time to do what I want to do and do it for me and nobody else.
Right.
And it was hard because I love music, guys. I love recording. I love the stage. I love the people. There's nothing against my fans, nothing against, whatever happened. But when I made that decision, I made that sacrifice. I saw my stage gear. I got involved. I did not do so well in the very beginning, and I was worried because I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. Did I make the right decision?
Can you relate?
So
most people can, right?
So I questioned myself. Yeah. I'm like, wow, is this really going to work out for me? But there was always something in me, and I got this from being a musician, like having the drive to never give up on something, to be a rock star, right? Never having a drive to give up. So I had that in me. So I took that drive into marketing. No matter how much I didn't know, it didn't matter at that time. All I knew was I watched people have success. And I kept asking myself, why is it that someone has success? Why? And why is it that some people don't?
Yes.
And it just started eating me up inside. I just had to figure it out. I want to figure it out because they're no different than me.
Right.
They have a skull. They have ears. They bleed red like I do. They have fingers. They have a heart. They have lungs, right? They have legs. They have toes. So why is it that I can't be successful if that person is successful? So this is a curiosity that really just kept eating away at me over and over and over again. And you have to ask yourself, and I talked about this the other day, I said, you have to be curious. You have to have that curiosity about yourself and ask questions and keep asking why? Yes, why?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Because that's going to drive you.
Yes.
That's going to drive you. So as things were going through, I started learning a little bit. I started learning, and it was harder back then than it is today, guys. I'm going to tell you why. We didn't have page creators.
Oh, gosh, no.
I had to do code with Dreamweaver and copy other funnels, and it was a nightmare. And you had to make it that way.
I remember Dreamweaver.
Okay? It was not easy. The only thing that was a little bit easier was running Google AdWords in the heyday. That was a lot of fun. But still, the pages were horrible. It was, but at that time, not a lot of people knew about marketing, so It was pretty green.
So that's old internet marketing school.
So the reason why I made a decision to start internet marketing is because I knew that the reason why I got involved in being a musician is because I wanted to make music and travel the world. I wanted to travel. I never pretty much don't go anywhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I wanted to see other things. I remember when I was a kid, my mom took me to Puerto Rico. I remember, I went to Puerto Rico with my dad, and I haven't gone in a long time since the age of 22. I remember that. And I miss seeing the island. I miss seeing other places besides my hometown. And I'm being down to earth and real with you guys. This is the reason why. So when I was struggling for a while and I started making a little bit of money, I started making 1,000 here. I started making 1,000 there because That's why I upgraded was to the 1,000 level to make, $1,000 commission, right?
Positioning.
Yeah, positioning. And I didn't go any further because I was new and I didn't understand about investing in myself. I didn't understand about my mindset still wasn't right. So I watched these entrepreneurs make 50,000 a month, 100,000 a month, millions. And I'm wondering, like, what is so different about them than me?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to do something to follow the breadcrumbs. I wanted to follow the breadcrumbs. Like, what did they do to change? Because I'm sure they weren't always like that.
Right.
You know? So what
Right.
I did was I ended up like literally getting, more information about their backgrounds and who coached them, who mentored them. And when I found out that the company I was a part of, Jeffrey Combs, was actually mentoring these leaders and these people were having success, I said, that guy one day is going to be my coach. And in 2009, we met, we shared the same stage together, and I signed up and he became my coach. Now, I'm just letting you know these major reasons why I got started and what drove me to still hang in there,
Yes.
even through the tough times,
Mm-hmm.
even through, making tons and tons of money and losing it all. And then being homeless with Ace and Angel, before that, living in a house, knowing that the person was a drug addict. I didn't even know that. We found out afterwards. We found out she was a heroin addict. My laptop got stolen and all these bad things happen. And normally someone would just throw in the towel by then and go, oh my God, this is just, what am I going to do this for? It's worth it. It's so worth it. And it's not worth it because of the money. It's not worth it because of the actual results, even though I love to get results. It's worth it because the person that you become along the way. There's something that happens to you.
You literally do transform and
I
change.
can't explain it.
Yes.
You have to experience it. This is why we
Yes.
come out and we train you guys and we mentor you and we do the hot seat and we do lives and we give you information and value because we want you to experience it. We want you to understand it. You have to go through your own journey. We're going to give you everything we've got, and we'll give you above and beyond anybody else will ever give you. But
That's
you
the
still,
truth.
yeah, that's the truth. And we'll still,
Yeah.
But you still have to go through the journey.
That's right.
You have to you have to find your own self-discovery about yourself.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Losing it all. Think about it. I sold my motorcycle working 3 jobs, literally 3 jobs, 3 shifts. Okay? 3 shifts. And I would just save money and I just gave it away. I lost money because I made a commitment. I made a decision to know what this industry is about. I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be successful. I want to be the best of the best. But let me give you some other reasons. The more I stayed in this industry, the more I started learning about it, the more I got disgusted.
Oh, yeah.
The more I got disgusted.
Yes.
People are very cold towards a lot of people.
It's so true.
And, this is hot seat. This is unscripted. We don't pull any punches here.
It's raw and uncensored.
Right? That's probably why we're successful.
If it ruffles your feathers, stay longer.
That's the reason why we're successful, because we go against the grain. We don't
That's right.
follow the herd.
Nope.
We do our own thing.
That's right.
And I just got very disgusted on how I saw people take advantage of many people on the internet. And every time somebody buys into something,
yes,
they're all left out to try to figure stuff out on their own.
It's sad, isn't it?
I went through it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the commitment I made to myself.
Yeah.
And I told you this before.
Yes.
When we first met. I said, babe, when we make it and I get on top again, I am going to change the industry. One person at a time. And she was so on board with that.
Because that resonated with my core values. I was the same way because I started in network marketing. I got left behind. So I definitely I was on that.
When I told her that, she could relate.
I sure can.
And the reason why, and that's one of the major, like that's what pushes me every day to come out here and really just be here in front of you. Okay. So when you see us on the hot seat, you see our posts, you have something coming out every day from Ace and Rich. It's our commitment to you to help you grow and be the best entrepreneur that you can be.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yes.
And no one is going to do that.
Mm-mm.
Because the way, and the reason why I got disgusted the longer I stayed in,
Tell them,
because I saw a lot of people following what they're learning. Okay, sell them something, and then from there, let them figure it out. Have you ever heard somebody tell you, go Google it? Go Google it. Someone that's brand new, has no concept of internet marketing, no concept of being an entrepreneur, go Google it. Go try to figure it out yourself.
They told you that.
That's not in my core values.
No.
My core values is to step in, okay, and show you the guidance, exactly what you need. You see what I'm saying? That's a big difference here.
Yes.
That's another major reason why I made a decision to be an entrepreneur. It's a commitment, but it's a commitment to change. Entrepreneurs, when we become entrepreneurs, we want to change the world.
Yes.
We want to do something special. We want to make an impact and leave a legacy behind.
Yes.
Like, I want people to remember Rich Guzman. I want people to remember Ace. You see what I'm saying? I want people to remember us. So one day when we're not here, someone can say, hey, I remember Ace and Rich. I remember Rich Guzman. I remember Ace Guzman. I remember what they did. I remember what they did. They went above and beyond more than anybody that I've ever known in this industry, in the marketing space. Why? Because it's called caring. It's called lending a hand. It's called being a human being. And I can't change who I am. I can't. A lot of gurus would totally disagree with that and be like, well, no, I can't do that. I can't, put the time into that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? No, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you touch more lives that way? Why can't you change more people's lives and make a big impact than just yourself?
That's right.
See, it's all about, for me, it's all about the other person. Literally, guys, I'm going to tell you something right now. I could literally have $5 million in the bank right now. $5 million in the bank right now. I could retire. I don't have to do this. But you know what? That can't stop me. That's an entrepreneur. And ask yourself that question. If you have $5 million in the bank, would you retire? Would you be done? Or would you still want to continue to build yourself and be a better entrepreneur every single day of your life? Be a better server. Learn to educate people better. Learn to speak better. Learn to make a better impact. You see where I'm going with this? These are reasons why I became an entrepreneur. And a lot of people, even my friends, they didn't understand it. They didn't get it. I think they're starting to get it now. They know who I am.
Yeah.
Like my band members now, we're cool. At that time, we weren't cool. Now we're cool. They respect me. I respect them. They respect me. I went to Super Bowl a couple years ago. I remember the whole family was there. They were shocked when they saw me. They're like, Rich Guzman, oh my God. We're talking about it. Like, oh, because I decided to go against the herd. I decided to go my own way. The eagle flies alone.
That's right. Yeah.
Remember that.
Yes, it does.
The eagle always flies alone. Go your own way. Do not follow the herd. If you have something inside of you that burns every day, hold on to that, because that's going to guide you and that's going to bring you right where you want to go. If you falter and if you don't listen to your intuition, it's not good.
No.
And it won't be good.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay? So I hope you enjoyed the story, guys. This is what I wanted to say for today when it comes to actually sharing what's the reason why Rich Guzman became an entrepreneur in 2008. Because I wanted to make an impact. I didn't want to be in one place. I wanted to meet people. I wanted to touch other people's lives. I wanted to know who I am. Now you know.
Yeah, and if you hadn't made that decision, you and I would never gotten connected.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be together 10 years.
No. I would. If I never became an entrepreneur and I stayed in the band, I would have never met you.
That's right.
I probably would have never met Ace.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been probably touring some other states, maybe international. We're about to go on a label. I would have never met her. There wouldn't be an Ace of Rich.
That's true.
Because of that decision, that one choice, that one decision, going against the herd, going up against everything that I've ever, the way I was grown up, whatever I've ever done, I left it all behind. That's a big decision. And it's not to be taken lightly.
So true.
Yeah. So guys, let me know in the chat, what's the reason that you got started to be an entrepreneur?
Yeah, why did you decide to be an
Why did you
entrepreneur? You know, you really got to come clean and be honest with yourself, because a lot of people, they just do it just because they're like, well, you know, a friend introduced me to an opportunity and that's when I got started, you know, and I didn't take it seriously and I was just doing it off and on, you know, I've been in and out. Listen, I talk to all kinds of people on Facebook. I have lots of conversations daily. I say daily conversations with people who spam me, people who I don't want to accept friend requests from, people who I get connected with from acquaintances. I meet all types of people.
And not to tell you guys, I had challenges.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember having a panic attack on that first trip. Imagine selling your bike. It's pretty much brand new.
Yeah.
Selling your bike and taking a loss, and then getting on a plane, getting excited about your first live event, and you're on the plane and you're freaking out and you're having a panic attack. Right?
I've had one of those.
And I had to literally, when I flew back, I had to literally fly to Maryland about an hour back and forth to see a friend every single month for a year straight to get used to flying because I had a panic attack. I didn't expect that. It just happened. Just talk about challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot more, guys. When you make a decision, when you're strong about it, nothing will stand in your way.
But what I was saying, when I was actually saying, is actually when I meet these people, you know, and I ask them, you know, what do you do? You know, a lot of them don't know how to answer that question because they're selling someone else's story. They're not coming clean to let me know why did they decide to become an online entrepreneur? Why did you get involved with XYZ? Why did you get involved with affiliate marketing? Why did you decide to do multi-level marketing or direct sales or e-com, you know, or crypto, whatever it is that you got started with? Why did you do it? Because it can't certainly be because, well, I saw the money and that's what enticed me and I saw them making money. So that's the reason why I'm going to do it. There's more to the story. There's more to the story of reasoning why. Because if it's all about money, then you might as well pack your bags and go back to work. It has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it. Because then what happens, like you say, when you make over $5 million, are you going to make the decision to just sit back and relax and that's it? Or are you going to keep going to become a better you?
Yeah. I mean, I remember the guy that introduced us.
Yeah.
You know, wonderful man. You know, he's amazing. And if it wasn't for him, I would have never met you. You know, I would have, you know, Robert Irizarry. Did you know Robert Irizarry was struggling with internet marketing? Do you know what I did? I flew to Puerto Rico and I met Robert Irizarry to help him with internet marketing. Me.
Wow.
I don't know this guy, but he was struggling and we bonded pretty well. And in the middle of a week, at that time, my second venture, that's when I grew massive success before I lost it all. I got on a plane, middle of the week, out of the blue, last minute. Hey, Robert, I'll be over there. Puerto Rico, 4.5 hours over the ocean.
Wow.
Flew over the ocean, landed on the island, say, I'm here. He was there, ready to pick me up. We spent a lot of time together. I stayed with him and his family. Wonderful family. Wonderful time. And I was talking to him about marketing, helping him with marketing. Who does that? Who does that?
No, nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody does that.
And then from there, Robert told me one day, I want you to meet somebody. I want you to meet somebody. And it was Ace. This story is amazing. It's amazing when you make a commitment, you make a decision, and you're serious about it, what road it can lead you to.
Yeah, it definitely opens up doors of opportunity. Yeah. You know? And then,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
And trust me, it wasn't easy, you know, Ace in the beginning.
Oh gosh, no.
But she made a decision.
I was a tough nut to crack.
But she made a decision.
Yeah,
damn right. I told her, I said, you got to make a decision.
Yes, you did.
And she did.
That's why it does pay. And the reward is so great in so many facets when you invest in yourself and you do have a mentor, you have an actual coach.
Yes.
Never mind about the mentor part, because mentors are one thing. I see mentors at people that are just like, they're mentoring you, right? But not many mentors do what coaches can do. Okay, let's get the record straight. Coaches actually will tell you whether you like it or not to get something done in order to get those results.
And it's also accountability.
And they'll hold you accountable for it, right? So if you look at the analogy of a fitness instructor, a fitness instructing coach, okay, will be the one to hold you accountable. But like, okay, what did you do this week? All right, when did you get your reps in? How did you eat today? Did you eat the bad thing last week? Okay, let me look at your weight and let me look at your measurements. Okay, I'm seeing your BMI. Something's off here. They got you down. Coaches do that. In online marketing, what we do, no one teaches digital marketing like Ace and Rich.
No.
And what we've been doing is we've been holding people accountable just like a regular fitness coach would. We would definitely hold them accountable.
And when I first met you, I was really sick.
Yes, you were.
And I was still traveling.
Very badly.
I was still traveling.
Yeah.
And I was going to live events. I was still talking on stage.
Yes.
I was still networking.
Yes.
And I was really, really sick. Because I've been, narrowing my small intestine in 2 places. A lot of people know that now because I share my story. And no matter what, it doesn't stop me.
No.
So it's like, how could you do that? How could you travel?
Yeah.
Why are you traveling like that?
Yeah.
I said, because I love what I do.
That's right.
I'm not going to stop. I love what I do because just I don't feel good.
When you went to go visit Robert in Puerto Rico, you were sick.
I was sick.
Still got a plane ticket and said, I'm there. I'll be there.
When you have a drive that pulls you, I don't know what it is, but it just makes you stronger. It does.
Exactly. So if you want to make a difference in your life or in the life of a loved one, or a community, you got to think about get yourself together first.
Yes.
Build up enough equity in yourself that you can take some of that money that you earned and put it to good use. Invest it into something in your community, in your business, in your self-education, however you want to do it. But you have now better choices when you decide to become an entrepreneur. It's not just about the money. It's about the choices that you now have at your fingertips. See, when you work a regular job, how much choices do you really have? Well, let me think about that for a minute. 2 weeks vacation. Okay. When? Don't know when, right? Missing out on most important events of your family, right? Especially your kids. They have recitals. They have special events that they do at school you can't be at. Okay, so that's what you sacrifice. And then the 45 years that you put into that company. And then they probably will give you a goodbye party with a cactus and a gold watch.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's what your trade-off is? I'm sorry, you can have that.
And, I didn't like to be, nobody likes to be told what to do. But
No.
I remember the first time I went to Best Buy, I remember, it was just exhausting.
Yes.
The floor is made of steel and your feet all day.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
We actually have one of our clients that all they do, and they're a single father, they work their tail off all that time. And they spend just a minute, and I say minuscule of time with their 2 sons, 2 little boys. They're still underage. They're still kids. They're still babies. And he's always working so many hours. We're talking long 16-hour days.
Yeah, sometimes they have me work from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. on certain days.
Right, but I'm talking about this single dad.
Oh, God. Yeah.
And the thing is, he literally got started with online marketing, had no help. Yeah. No one was there. Told him to go Google it. Okay. Yeah. When he couldn't understand certain technological differences when it comes to using the computer or the laptop. And a lot of people are not that tech savvy. We understand. Yeah. But going to tell somebody to go Google it is not going to help them. It's not going to help them. And so this single dad, we just recently found out he quit his job. He had said, I am done. I'm going to put full focus and laser attention on getting results in this so that I'll never have to go back to work for a place like that again. There are people that get involved in this online marketing space and they use the whole idea of leaving the 9 to 5 as a cliche. But when you truly are busting your ass working at a job with a boss you can't stand, and they are pulling you in different directions, and they're the ones that should be doing their job, and you see them just kicking back, not pulling their own weight because the employees underneath them, and they're supposed to be the supervisor, supposed to be doing what they're supposed to do, and you do all the work, and you feel less than what you are, you get treated like that, it's not worth it.
No, it's not.
That's when you got to decide, I want to be an entrepreneur because live better than this. I want to be able to have control of my life, live life on my terms, and be able to write my own paycheck and not use it as a cliche, but really live and walk the walk.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, I remember, people play favoritism all the time at jobs and things like that.
They do.
I remember when I went back to Best Buy a second time. I remember the first time I applied for the full-time position, because all I had was part-time, I remember they were playing favoritism and they gave it to another person. That person screwed up, right? And then it opened up again. And then I applied again. The second time I got it because I was the only one qualified. I was the one that was the best. I broke records in sales. So there's no reason why I shouldn't have got the first time. But I just let it go. Okay. Applied again, got the job. And then this is the time they told me, okay, look, I said, now they got full time. I said, Chris, do me a favor. Give me the most hours as possible. Be careful what you wish for because, Best Buy retail, different holidays throughout, the year, I'll be working from sometimes 9 to like 11. If it was the, a Black Friday,
I wouldn't see you.
It was like
I wouldn't see you.
16 hours plus. So, I mean, we make sacrifices, we do what we got to do, but the mindset is to use your job to fund your dreams.
That's right.
Because that's, as an entrepreneur, we learn to think differently about money by creating capital. And my mindset right now, where it's going through, to share with you as far as, the experience of being an entrepreneur for many years now, is that now my mind is always thinking about creating capital. I'm always thinking about how can I create capital? Because the more capital I can create, the more leverage I can build, the more people I can serve. It's a whole different mindset, guys. It's a whole different way of thinking. It's a whole different mindset and things like that. So
exactly.
And I mean capital where, investing, things like that. You're talking to a guy, you saw my picture, a guy in a band, a metal band, broke.
And it cracks me up when I see people saying, I can't do that.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know how to do that. I can't do that.
I was broke, and now I'm thinking about
you're a total newbie.
Yeah, I'm investing now.
Yeah.
I'm like creating capital. I'm like, it's because I made a decision a long time ago to go down this road.
Yes.
I hit the fork in the road, and this time I made it right, not a left.
Let's take some questions from the audience.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Are you guys getting value from what we're talking about here and sharing Rich's story? This is part 2 to the story of the post that actually was posted yesterday.
So I know that we asked a question in the chat about
why you are.
What was the reason that you made the decision to become an entrepreneur?
Yes.
And let's put the answer. Let's give an answer over here. Let's see here. Let's see. Warner says money alone is not going to make you happy, but it makes it easier. Damn straight.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, it does.
It's the truth.
Yes, it does. Exactly.
David Toomey says eagles fly alone and high. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Margaret says you are a blessing. Both of you are. Thank you.
Thank you, Margaret.
Thank you, Margaret.
And you're doing great too, Margaret. You're getting better. I love it.
Inspiration. Absolutely.
Let's see here.
David Toomey says now it's a new label.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Jamie says, I want to be able to travel and spend more time with my family. Awesome. Then do it.
Yes.
Do it. Definitely do it because, that's the reason I wanted to travel. I had a panic attack. I still travel. I don't care. That's what I wanted to do. I'm not going to let that crap stop me.
Yes.
Now it went away. I travel anywhere now. It doesn't matter.
April says, I wanted to belong. So you wanted to feel like the reason why you became an entrepreneur because you wanted to belong?
Belong to what?
Yeah. Be specific.
Ask yourself, what do you want to belong to?
What was it that you were looking for?
Are you looking for acceptance? You want to belong to what what you believe in? What is it that you want to belong to?
Yeah.
I know that I want to belong to myself because the more I tap into myself, the better I can be to serve other people.
Right.
So what do you want to belong to? You really dig deep in that question.
Yes, absolutely. Priscilla says, I almost lost my house and a lot of people need help. That was the reason.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, anytime your back is against the wall and there's a fear of loss of something, you're going to figure it out.
You're going to figure it out.
You're going to figure it out. You go online and be like, oh boy, how to make money online. Okay, quickly. That's our industry.
You're gonna hustle.
You're going to hustle,
You're
right?
gonna hustle your butt off, yeah.
And you'd be lucky if you find the right people to connect with and not get, taken advantage of by a bunch of these Yahoo gurus that are out there that are just going to, swindle you, out of whatever left is in your pocketbook. Right. And that's what you got to watch out for. So a lot of people make rash decisions because their back is against the wall, but you also need to be logical. You need to be, absolutely important to do your due diligence to make sure you're involved in the right opportunity, because the opportunity could look like, shiny grass on the other side, but really on the underneath it all, it's fake grass.
Right. And we don't want to tell you not to invest in mentorship, because investing in mentorship is important, but make sure you invest in true value, not perceived value.
Absolutely. I totally love that. Yeah. Not perceived value, but true value. Absolutely. Steve,
not the how-to.
Steve Herman says, I've always had the drive and ambition to get ahead in life and make my dreams come true. When I graduated from high school, jobs just weren't there. Unemployment was very high and I couldn't find a job. So you had to do what you had to do, Steve.
That's funny, Steve, because I remember the first time I went to Best Buy, I remember leaving Best Buy because I was looking for a job that was 9 to 5, turned to be 8 to 4:30. And it was, weekends off. And I needed that because the band had that kind of schedule, but I didn't because I was working at Best Buy, right? So I got a different job. It was called Butler Systems. I did detailing with an industrial van. And we got the pink slip. I was like, oh boy. So what I did was I took the unemployment and I started using money like that for the business in the very beginning to, get some traction.
Smart,
right?
Yes.
So I put all sorts of capitals together as much as I could. And I did what I had to do. Even sell my equipment, even grab the unemployment money.
Resourcefulness.
You get resourceful, man, when you start thinking how bad you want to get something done.
Do.
So, yeah.
Let me see. Thank you for sharing that, Steve. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Okay, let's see here.
David Wellington says, those Detroit 45-year pension jobs don't exist anymore. Remember that back in the day, our grandparents used to talk about that. How you get a house would be a lot more easy to attain. The mortgage wouldn't be as high and the value was there, right? And, the jobs could cut it. The jobs could cut it. You know what I mean? You could have a great retirement, a great pension. Now that doesn't exist for the kids that are growing up now, which is really, really sad.
It really is.
You know what I mean? But the benefit and the plus side to it, a lot more kids are realizing about the internet and they're realizing they can create their own economy.
Yes, they are.
It's a whole different way of thinking, a whole new world.
Absolutely.
So, now there's a yin, there's a yang.
Yes. Tina Brewer says, before I go, I want to leave my children something for my grandbabies.
There you go.
Okay. So that's your reason for why you want to be an entrepreneur. See, everybody's journey is different. Everybody's reasoning behind wanting to become an entrepreneur is not the same. And this is what really gets me is a lot of the ads, they focus on pinpointing on this one specific, person. And they think everybody's all about the cars, the houses, the luxury of having jewelry and things like that. Like they think that is what is attainable success. But a lot of people says, I just want to leave something to my grandkids. Can I just have that? Yeah. Right? I have another client who says, I would rather not fly and put my money into a nice RV camper and take that sucker and travel the country and go around the country and drive to every single state I haven't visited and look at all the 7 wonders of the world. Okay. Go do that then.
Do it.
Who's stopping you? Nobody's stopping you but you. And if you want to live that dream, that is your dream. Your dream is yours.
Exactly.
Own it.
April says, didn't feel like I ever belonged anywhere. I didn't know who I was. Okay. Here's the thing about not knowing who you are. If you feel like you don't belong, consider that a blessing. And I'm thinking differently here, okay? And it's a benefit, and it's amazing to even think this way, because that means you have to answer to no one, and you don't have to be approved by anybody's opinion. All right? That means that you can fly like an eagle, and you can choose to go your own way.
Here, here.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's actually a blessing, and that's a gift, April.
There you go.
When you say like, I don't feel like I belong, I'm like, good. Who wants to belong to something else? I want to belong to me. What makes me happy?
Can't put a square peg in a round hole.
Yeah.
right?
So let me tell you that. I'm gonna spend a little time with April here because I know what she's feeling like. When you actually feel like you don't belong, this is where you start. What is April like? What drives April? What makes April feel good? Huh? What gets April up in the morning and makes her feel excited? What does April think about that makes her think about like her day is just going to be awesome? Think about April. Before you know it, you're going to start belonging to more things than you ever imagined because you finally thought about yourself. It's so opposite of what we think.
Yes.
It's never about like belonging to something or someone or a group or collaborative efforts of other people. It's more about you and what do you like, and you become the decision maker. You become the one like, well, this is who I am. This is what I like. This is what I stand for. And if nobody likes it, screw it. And what's going to happen is you're going to attract people that feel the same way. Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about what I just said.
Rashida says, in all honesty, I don't want to end up like my parents.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. And we have to think about, and you know, Jeffrey taught me this, you have to be empathetic the way that people are, even if it's parents and friends and colleagues, okay? Be empathetic of who they are because of the way they were brought up and what they went through, okay? Because that affected you when you were growing up, right? But the great thing about it is when we become aware of that happening, then we know we can make a decision on how to change it.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
And you're here, right? And you're taking action and you're moving forward. As long as you're moving forward every day, and as long as you're not making excuses to yourself, then it's a good thing.
Yes.
If you know you're not moving forward when you're supposed to, if you know you're not continuing to want to learn, because that's another reason why I got to be an entrepreneur. I love learning. When I think I picked up a guitar, I just love learning, right? If we all love learning, we can learn anything that we want and accomplish anything we want, but we have to love the process and love to learn.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yes.
So just focus on what you could control. Okay, Rashida?
Yes.
And if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, then yes, you can blame yourself for your own failures and your own mistakes. Taking responsibility.
Yes, that's important.
If you are taking action every day and you're starting to see some results, celebrate your wins even before the results that you are taking action and reward yourself for you taking action and being consistent. Celebrate yourself because you should be grateful for the fact that you are being consistent and you are growing and now you're becoming better. Rashida is becoming better. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay.
April says, caring for others, my grandbaby, and just realized last month is okay to be happy where I am at in life.
Oh, good. You should be grateful. You should be happy, exhilarated. Not about belonging to anything but your own self.
Yes.
Because when people see you love yourself, they love you even more.
Yes, they do.
It's so weird, man.
It's true.
Like
It's
when you try to get approval,
like a magnet.
oh man, the person don't love me. I'm gonna be over there like, oh, they don't love me. The more they pull away from you.
Yeah.
The more you start loving yourself, and you got a little swing in your step when you like get up and take a walk one day, and you go out and go shopping, do your own thing, and people kind of look at you a little bit differently. You got a little different step, and a little different step going on.
Tracy Lee says, I want to help people as much as I can, other than providing value through my current career, doing something different. Yeah, time for a change. Time for a career change.
Absolutely.
Being an entrepreneur is definitely a dramatic change because it's not for everyone.
No, it's not.
A lot of careers,
No, it's not.
A lot of people love their careers, and a lot of people want a different career because that's not the career that they went to school to learn to become, right? Like, you didn't go to college to become a painter. You didn't ask for that, right? You didn't go to college to become an accountant. You didn't ask for that, or work as a nurse, because there's a high demand for nurses in the field. But somebody told you the status quo that you need to get a job at a specific career because that's what was in demand. What about what you want? What about where you're happy at and how passionate you are about what you're doing? When you become an entrepreneur, you got to be really passionate about it. The actual, work entailed with it. The joy of being able to call your own shots.
Yeah.
The joy about being able to communicate with who you want. You can pick and choose who you want your customers to be.
Water says, for me, all my life, I had the drive to help in any way that I could.
Yes.
Even when I had my job, I worked hard to educate and help my customers to be more productive, saving production costs, and make their process safer. On the other hand, I wanted to open up all doors for my daughter so that she had more and better choices in her life. Now that's a drive. Now that's powerful.
Absolutely.
That's powerful.
So when the whole premise of all of this about why, you want to become an entrepreneur is to bring you back to the reason why. You start with why. Simon Sinek has a book called Start With Why. So make sure you pick it up and read it. It's all about going back to the reason why you're doing this. Because a lot of times you can lose your way, right?
Happens.
So much distractions, other people, other influences negatively affecting
That
you,
happens,
the media, the news, everything, right? Stuff you see, you try to compare yourself to other people for success. All that stuff can play a major distraction in your plan of what you really want. So just always come back to your why. Have it written down somewhere. Put it on the refrigerator, right? The whole dream board idea was just so that people could get up and do something. A lot of people weren't doing nothing, so they think the dream board is like such a magical explanation of how to really attract, the law of attraction. No, you can be in the back of your truck, get a piece of metal or cardboard, and just start posting pictures on there and everything, and that's it. But that doesn't mean you're gonna have it. Not if you don't put no work to actually make it come true.
No, that dream board was designed so to get you off your butt and
That
take
gets
action.
me.
Yeah.
That really gets me.
Let's see here. So Iraq says, I want to have time with my kids and time for myself to do what I love today. Absolutely.
Yes.
It was all about. Jamie says, doesn't matter what anyone else thinks as long as you are happy. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Bingo.
A spring in your step, right? That's important. When you're happy and you enjoy what you do, like me and Rich, when we wake up every morning, we wake up with a purpose.
Oh my God. Yeah.
We wake up with a strong purpose because it ain't just anymore like looking online, seeing what everybody's doing, checking out videos and things no, we wake up with a purpose. We're here to produce. We're here to produce. You know why? Because when you become an entrepreneur, honey, you don't make money until you produce.
Yep.
And you need to be a producer, not a consumer, right? So Rich and I, we always have a purpose when we wake up. The first thing we think about is how we're going to have that productive day. And that sets the tone for the rest of the week for us. Every single time we wake up, we know our why. We stick with it. It reminds us why we're doing it. When on the days that, we don't have things working out in our favor, we still push through.
That's
no
right.
matter what.
That's
Because he still gets sick from time to time. I can get sick from time to time. Or we have a third person in our home, our son. He can get sick from time to time. Things will change. But you know what we do? Us entrepreneurs, we don't react. We watch how we react.
Yes.
And we become more aware of the things, the way we respond to certain situations. And so we adapt. That's what we do.
So guys, I want to just open up with something before we go.
Okay.
We actually opened up Diamond Coaching back up again.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? We had to shut it down because it has to be a certain amount of students because we have to put a lot more effort into help them and everything.
Right.
This is a 6-month transformational program to help people transform their life and their business mindset and also marketing.
Yes.
Okay. Very, very important. If you are definitely interested, okay, in finding out more about how we can help you transform over the next 6 months. Now, why is it 6 months? Because no guru is going to tell you that it actually takes some time to actually build your business.
That's right.
That's the truth. Okay. So it will take 6 months of a full transformational process.
Yes.
Okay. So that's what we do. So head on over to aceandrichcall.com, book a consult with us and see if it's right for you. This is a little bit intense. It's not for everyone, but if you feel you're ready and you're ready to take it to a whole new level,
Yes.
okay, and you want us to help you and mentor you because we go above and beyond, let us know. Go to aceandrichcall.com. That way we can, get together with you, 15-minute consult, and find out what we can do to help you grow your business. Not only that, but help you with your mindset if you're struggling with some personal stuff as well.
And keep in mind also, you're not just paying for investing into one coach. You're getting 2 coaches. You're getting Rich and you're getting me.
Exactly. So, guys, appreciate you. Thank you so much for being on this live today with us, the hot seat. This was all about finding out, why did I become an entrepreneur, right? And that's a good question to ask yourself. So even when this live is over, I want you guys to write it down, type it up on a computer if you want. It's better to write it down with blue pen on a piece of paper and ask yourself, why did I become an entrepreneur? And make sure that you answer it and keep going until you can't answer no more.
And for those of you who are watching us on YouTube, be sure to click the subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a comment below and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed our today's content.
Exactly. Notification bell too.
The notification bell.
Don't forget the bell.
Don't forget the
That
bell.
way you know what you'll be notified when we go live. All right, guys. Love you guys. Appreciate you. We'll see you on a new live very soon. Thank you so much for being here on the Hot Seat Coaching Call with Ace and Rich. Okay? Take care, guys.
Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you so much.